Hello, my beautiful souls. How are you doing today? So, here we go. Big afro. So, it feels so good. My hair has grown a lot and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the big fro. And so yeah, it's magical. Being a black woman with this woolly hair is quite an interesting experience to journey with. And so I've had to learn how to love this natural hair over the course of my life. I hadn't always loved it. I'd always wanted it to be easier to manage, and it isn't easy to manage at all. And that's also part of my growth as a woman, as a black woman, was to fully accept all parts of myself. And it's an experience, I think, of all women. And we go through these stages of not liking ourselves or not liking parts of ourselves. And then we just get to a point where like, fuck it, right? It's like, this is who I am and this is who I'm going to be, and I don't care who likes it. And it's making peace with the authenticness of this packaging. It's not a perfect package, and I don't think it's meant to be a perfect package, because then what would we have to work with? Nothing, right? So yeah, I just wanted to share just a little bit about a little bit of my story with myself, and how it's an unfolding. It's an unfolding. This life is an unfolding of partnering with ourselves in ways in which we can come to fully say yes to all of who we are. Kinky hair, straight hair, whatever, right? There's so many aspects of us that we don't like, and we're so hard on ourselves because of that, because we're trying to move to some ideal. And where did this ideal of how we should be come from in the first place, right? That we should all look alike, dress alike, feel alike. And it's simply not that. We're like the different varieties of flowers that exist in the world, and they're all beautiful. No one shames a flower. Right? No one shames a flower, and we are flowers. We all look different. We all have different textures. Some have silky textures, some have coarse textures, right? But it all belongs, right? Let me fix my little hair right here. Yeah. So, how are you doing? I'm feeling a little spicy today. A bit more energized, as you can tell. And I think when my hair is out like this, I feel my most authentic self. And today, that's actually where we're going to go into our conversation with grief, is how we can grieve authentically. But before we get there, you know where we're headed: embodiment work. So wherever you are, finding your seat, feet on the ground. I want you to elevate your spine luxuriously and wearing your crown nice and high, shoulders relaxed and down. And exhale the air out of the mouth. Let's take those 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale. Arrive into yourself. Exhale, release everything else. Inhale again. Come home to you. Exhale through the mouth. And one more time, deep breath in. And deep breath out. And feel your feet on the ground. Feel your palms on your thighs. Feel the breath moving through your body. Feel your temple. I want you to imagine that this body is a temple that you inhabit in every moment. It is a temple. It's a place where you rest, where you create, where you live from. It's a living temple. You're a part of a living temple. And I want you to simply abide in that knowing as you breathe and sense the living temple that you are. And my belly is gurgling again, hungry. And so your temple might be reminding you of some things in this moment. And we're showing up to that fully. Letting whatever wants to arise, and then letting it fall away at the same time. Being brave enough and courageous enough to hold space for everything that is passing by. Everything is just passing by. That's it. This too shall pass. And we could do a short little grounding where we imagine roots growing out of our feet. And notice the colors of the roots, of your roots. And let's engage these roots with Mother Gaia. I call her Pachamama. My shamanic training is what we call the earth, Pachamama. She is our mother. She is our guide. And so imagine your colored roots embedding deeply into her. Use your imagination and notice how deep and how wide and far your roots can grow, anchoring in this moment. And so there's reciprocity here, this reciprocal relationship. She provides for us abundantly. And as we connect with her, we are returning that reciprocity of gratitude to her, of love to her. Thank you for what you provide, the space that you hold. And so when we grieve, we're not grieving alone. Mother is with us. She provides a safe harbor for us. We just need to extend our perception a little bit more to feel that, to experience it. And when you step outside and you're greeted by the tall giants, the trees, the tall green giants, or you see a body of water or a mountain, we realize that, Mother's with me. And here she is supporting me in this journey. We're not alone. I'm not alone. And so give a little tug of your roots, right? Notice that you're solid, you're anchored. And I want you to set an intention for your day today. Right? As you're connected to the mother, set an intention for yourself. What is it that you would like to experience? And speak it out loud or mentally or both. And then when you're done, and say, and so it is. And so it is. When you're ready, open your eyes. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about, it came up today for me after my meditation this morning, about authentic grieving and what what does authenticness even mean? And I want to take this from the perspective of being a woman, because I only know how to be a woman. I don't know how to be a man, and I don't know how men grieve. They grieve very differently than women. But as a woman, our roles are all about, we like to fix, we like to hold space, we like to care. We're caregivers. This is a natural aspect. And so when we find ourselves in grief, if we have experienced a loss and we find ourselves in grief, grief has arrived. Suddenly our roles change. Now we need caring for. Our bandwidth to fix is this small, smaller even. And we realize that I have been putting out so much, maybe my whole entire life I've been putting out without taking in. And when we are immersed in our grief, we realize I could no longer operate in that mode. I could no longer operate in that mode, that I am changing, like we said in the episode yesterday. We're no longer that same person. Change has arrived. And a new system is needed in order for me to thrive. Not survive, but to thrive. So that means that I now have to look at the operating system that I once lived in and find a new operating system in which to exist. One that fully supports me in this journey of grief. Because the grief journey is filled with so many moving parts, so many different doors that we'll go through, come out of, go into another door, come out of another door, right? And I like to call these doors portals. Right? There are so many portals in grief that we will jump in and jump out of. And part of the journey is, can I journey with myself authentically? Can I allow my authentic self to reveal itself, to come forth, to be visible, to be transparent? Right? To not feel like I have to walk with this same version of myself that I was before, that I'm no longer. Other people might not like it. And that's okay, because you're not in this for the other end. You're in this for your own unfolding that you can't deny. You cannot deny it. But there's fear there, right? So this isn't roses, right? We don't have rose-colored glasses on. There's fear there. Because the old aspect is still clings to us pretty tightly. So this is not an overnight thing, like this authentic transparency of who we are and who we're becoming in the midst of grief. But what if we said, today, I'm just going to be. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to show up and do whatever it is I want to do, and I don't care who likes it. Today I'm going to start practicing being me. Real me, true me, authentic me. And I got to say, it's not easy. Because the old version has such a seductive grip on us, right? We know it, it's safe, it's comfortable, right? I'm experiencing this right now in my life as I'm going through my changes. There's excitement because I can sense the excitement of the new, the becoming that I've been doing these last 8 years since my partner transitioned. And yet the old part says, no, stay here. It's so comfortable. You don't have to do anything. Just stay with me. And there are moments that I slink back into that. But there's that part of me that knows I can't stay there, and I don't want to stay there. So, what does your authentic face look like in this grief journey? What is it that you truly want to say? Who is it that you truly want to be? Can you allow it? Even if you're just dipping your toes in the shallow end of the pool. Even if that's all you're doing. Just to get a little taste, a little experience of it. You see, it's not linear, right? It's not a linear experience at all. It's taken us on a wild, wild ride. A wild, wild ride we're on. Yeah, I think I'll stop there. I'll pause here. Let's see what message Spirit wants to share with us with today's title. So what do you think about the hair? Yeah. I love it. I love me. You know what? It's so good to arrive into a place where I can actually say that and mean it. I've said the words before in the past and I hadn't mean it. You know, it didn't, the mind and body weren't in alignment with that. Because sometimes we can say words, but we don't mean that shit. We're just saying the words. Okay, Spirit, what message do you have for us today? And a bunch of cards that fell out here. So, okay. So one of those are for us. Let me put my sexy red glasses on. So let's see what fell out, because that's part of the reading, right? So release. Release. I love that tree, right? Beautiful autumn tree, red color. Right, so we're shedding the old, and yes, this is such a card in alignment with our teachings today. Release. We have to release the old in order to come into the new, right? And then gateway. Gateway. Right? There's a unicorn, and that's it. We talked about portals, right? A portal is nothing more than a gateway, right? As we step into our true authentic selves, we are moving through gateways. I love it. And then, purity. We become who we're meant to be. Purity. All right. So that's it for today. And I love you. Have an amazing day with yourself and with life. Have an amazing day with yourself and with life. You're worth all of it. Right? And today is day 28. And today is also my mother's birthday. She passed away. It's now been 10 years, 2 years before my partner transitioned. And I just want to send so much love to her. Thank you, Mom, for everything that you did. I didn't always appreciate it. We were sometimes didn't see eye to eye, but I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm so grateful for you and how you did your best. Thank you, Mom. And thank you. All right. Please like, subscribe, share. Until tomorrow.